Have you ever pondered the paradox of kindness? Welcome to Stoic Quotes 365. Today we delve into the often overlooked consequences of excessive kindness. In a world where we are encouraged to put others before ourselves, could this noble trait lead to our downfall? We'll explore 10 ways in which being too kind can subtly erode your life, from emotional exhaustion, financial strain, and even personal danger. If you're eager to understand how to navigate life's complexities with wisdom and resilience, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest insights. Let's embark on this journey together. Number 1. Without further ado, you will have too high hopes for people. The Stoics taught us to accept things as they are and not depend on others for our happiness. When we give without expecting much in return, we guard ourselves against disappointment and cultivate emotional detachment, leading to a calmer mind. For example, consider a situation where you help a colleague with their workload, expecting they'll reciprocate in the future. However, when you need assistance, you find they're too absorbed in their own tasks. This experience illustrates a crucial Stoic lesson. It is challenging to be entirely selfless when giving. We often subconsciously expect the same generosity from others. Yet, when you give everything, you might inadvertently teach others to rely on you without reciprocation. This is evident when your consistent help leads people to assume you can manage everything, including their responsibilities and your own. But if you don't prioritize your own needs, why should others? In reality, your hopes of reciprocity might not be met, leaving you frustrated, exhausted, angry, and sad. However, viewing this through a Stoic lens, it becomes clear that people aren't necessarily letting you down. They're simply focusing on their own tasks, as you should be. By recognizing this, you can adjust your expectations and find peace in taking care of your own responsibilities, understanding that others are doing the same. Number 2. People will only expect you to give them something. The Stoics remind us that real worth stems from acting in ways that are virtuous and logical, rather than merely fulfilling others' desires. For instance, think about a colleague who constantly asks for your help on projects, but never offers assistance in return. This creates a cycle where they come to expect your generosity, while you might start feeling taken for granted. Moderation and balanced giving help you maintain control over your actions and protect your mental health. As we've often heard, people are creatures of habit, and this is especially true in how they respond to generosity. Imagine always being the one who stays late at work, finish a group project. Over time, your colleagues might come to expect this, falling into a comfort zone where they rely on you to handle extra responsibilities. This continuous pattern of giving can lead others to depend on you, neglecting their own duties as they've adapted to your constant support. The Stoic lesson here is clear. If you don't value yourself, others won't encourage you to do so. People tend to remain within their comfort zones, and if you're always there to assist, they won't feel the need to step up. It's unlikely that those you help will urge you to prioritize yourself, as it would require them to leave their own comfort zones and take on more responsibility. For example, if you always handle the difficult tasks in a team, your teammates might never develop the skills they need to succeed independently. By understanding this dynamic, you can ensure your generosity is balanced and maintain your mental well-being. Remember, acting in accordance with virtue means recognizing when to help and when to let others manage their own responsibilities. By doing so, you not only protect your own mental health, but also empower others to grow and take responsibility for their actions. Number 3. Your goals will not be taken into account. The Stoics teach us the importance of living by reason and virtue, setting limits, and prioritizing our own responsibilities to maintain balance and preserve our identity and well-being. Imagine always putting everyone else's needs before your own. You may end up avoiding something within yourself that is painful or frightening. How do you feel when you spend a weekend alone or come home every day knowing no one is there to greet you? If you fill your days with activities to escape from facing yourself, the impact will be twice as hard. On one hand, you will eventually have to confront your inner issues, and on the other, your mood will worsen as you continuously prioritize others' needs over your own. Self-care is a fundamental part of maintaining health and well-being. For example, you should never give someone a piece of chocolate unless you first enjoyed one yourself. Similarly, you shouldn't offer to clean a friend's house until you've cleaned your own and taken time to relax, perhaps by watching a good movie and sipping wine. The Stoic lesson here is clear. Take care of yourself first before trying to help others. By ensuring your own happiness and well-being, you are better equipped to offer genuine assistance. Remember, the rest of the world comes after you. Prioritizing your own goals and responsibilities allows you to help others from a place of strength and fulfillment. Number 4. People will think you are weak and treat you that way. Stoicism teaches us the value of strength and self-governance. By setting limits and practicing self-discipline, we demonstrate our commitment to our responsibilities and ideals, earning respect rather than being perceived as weak. Consider the scenario where you help others excessively over time. While you might think you're establishing yourself as a reliable expert, you could actually be making the opposite impression. For instance, if you always take on your colleagues' tasks without hesitation, they may begin to view you as someone who can't refuse. This is similar to an employee who never stands up to their boss. People start to see them as weak and take advantage of their inability to say no. On the other hand, when you assertively set boundaries and use the word no, you invoke a different reaction: respect. The Stoic lesson here is profound. Strength is shown through self-discipline and the ability to set limits. When you prioritize your own responsibilities and ideals, others see you as someone who values their time and energy. This not only earns you respect, but also encourages others to handle their responsibilities. Remember, showing strength through boundaries is not about rejecting others, but about honoring your own commitments and well-being. Number 5. Practicing discernment. Making wise choices. In life, you'll encounter many individuals who only approach you when they need something. Stoicism teaches us the value of wisdom and discernment in our choices. By carefully selecting whom to help with self-control and perspective, we can distinguish between genuine individuals and those seeking to exploit us, thereby conserving our time and energy for meaningful pursuits. Consider the friend who only contacts you when they need a favor. While it's easy to feel taken advantage of, it's essential to practice discernment. Think about how colleagues typically don't invite each other for coffee or drinks outside of work hours. This behavior might seem unfair, but it's a common reality. Recognizing this pattern helps us manage our expectations and interactions. The Stoic lesson here is to make wise choices about where we invest our efforts. For instance, if a colleague constantly asks for help with their tasks but never reciprocates, it's time to reassess the relationship. By doing so, you protect your resources and focus on those who genuinely appreciate and respect your contributions. Learning to set boundaries and say no when necessary is crucial. This doesn't mean you're unkind. It means you're wise in your discernment. Ultimately, practicing discernment not only shields you from being exploited, but also ensures that your energy is directed towards more fulfilling and reciprocal relationships. Remember, it's about making choices that align with your values and well-being, ensuring you are not merely a resource for others, but a person whose time and effort are respected and valued. Number 6. You'll only get people who want something and never those who want to give. With patient judgment, we can build relationships that are mutually beneficial and genuine. People come into our lives because their energies resonate with ours. If we emit low energy, we attract negative individuals who might be depressed, malicious, or intent on taking advantage of us. Conversely, when our vibrations are high, we draw people who radiate positivity, kindness, enthusiasm, diligence, and joy. Consider this. If you constantly give to everyone indiscriminately, you deplete your energy reserves. Over time, this can lower your vibrational frequency, attracting those who are needy or opportunistic. These individuals might take from you without giving anything in return, leaving you drained and unappreciated. The Stoic lesson here is to be discerning about where you invest your energy. For instance, imagine a scenario where you continuously help a friend who never reciprocates or shows gratitude. This pattern not only exhausts you, but also lowers your vibrational energy, making you a magnet for more such individuals. To maintain high vibrations and attract positive, reciprocal relationships, it's essential to set boundaries and practice self-care. This means being selective about whom you help and ensuring that your generosity doesn't come at the expense of your own well-being. By cultivating high energy and practicing discernment, you can foster relationships that are enriching and balanced. Remember, it's not about giving less, but about giving wisely, ensuring that your efforts are appreciated and reciprocated, and that your energy remains high. Number 7. You could end up getting hooked on something. The Stoics emphasized the importance of remaining calm and in control of oneself. Self-discipline in giving helps us avoid falling into bad habits and maintains a healthy relationship with our actions and choices. When scarcity becomes a constant in our lives, the desire for something intensifies, leading to potential addiction. For instance, consider someone who starts drinking excessively. First, it might seem harmless, but over time, it can become a habit. A friend might point out your excessive drinking, or perhaps your overindulgence in food or gambling. Your initial reaction might be anger or denial, insisting you don't have a problem. This is a common response when one is entangled in their issues, unable to see clearly. The Stoic lesson here is to listen to those who care about you. They genuinely want what's best for you and are trying to help you break free from harmful patterns. Imagine a close friend expressing concern about your behavior. Instead of reacting defensively, consider their perspective. They're not criticizing you, but offering a lifeline to help you regain control and move forward positively. Always remember, people who care about you have your best interests at heart. Their observations and advice can be invaluable in helping you recognize and overcome destructive habits. By embracing their support, you can avoid getting hooked on detrimental behaviors and maintain a balanced, healthy life. Number 8. You'll make people think twice. Stoicism teaches us to act virtuously, regardless of others' perceptions. By aligning our actions with our beliefs and principles, we cultivate a reputation that can withstand false accusations. The reality is, true kindness is rare in this world, and often people may view genuine acts of kindness with suspicion rather than appreciation. Consider the scenario where your consistent acts of kindness lead others to question your motives. Instead of being impressed, they might wonder what ulterior plans you might have. This reaction may stem from encountering a particularly distrustful group, but more likely, it reflects a broader tendency to be cautious. Many individuals who offer excessive help often have hidden agendas, making it wise to distance yourself from their aid. To prevent others from taking advantage of you, employ these strategies. Strategy 1. Pay attention to how you feel. Based on the Stoic principle of self-awareness, listen to your emotions. Reflect on whether you're overextending yourself and becoming mentally exhausted. If helping others leaves you feeling overwhelmed or resentful, it's a signal to reassess your actions. Think about how helping others impacts your well-being. Stoics believe that self-care is fundamental. If aiding others leaves you feeling depleted, it's time to realign your focus to maintain a healthy balance. Strategy 2. Don't be afraid of the word no. Embrace the Stoic lesson that your time and energy are valuable and should be allocated wisely. Learning to say no when requests exceed your capacity or are unfair is a vital expression of self-control. Although it might feel uncomfortable at first, practice saying no to reclaim your freedom and avoid unnecessary stress. Remember, setting boundaries is essential for maintaining your well-being. Strategy 3. Schedule time for yourself. Following Stoic values of self-discipline and self-respect, dedicate time to activities that rejuvenate you, such as exercise, drawing, or listening to music. Prioritize your personal time by scheduling it daily or weekly. If someone seeks your help during this period, firmly yet kindly decline or offer to assist at a different time. This practice ensures you honor your needs and maintain balance in your life. Strategy 4. Identify and distance yourself from energy vampires. In line with Stoic principles of self-discipline and wisdom, recognize relationships that drain your energy. Avoid individuals who constantly complain and bring negativity into your life. These energy vampires can sap your mental strength, leaving you feeling overwhelmed. By distancing yourself from such people, you protect your well-being and demonstrate stoic self-control in managing your relationships. By applying these strategies, you can uphold your values, protect your well-being, and cultivate relationships that are genuinely supportive and enriching. Number 9. Practicing compassion and empathy. Despite our differences, we're all in this together, navigating the complex journey of life. By fostering an understanding and caring attitude towards others, we contribute to making the world a kinder, more loving place. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers who continue to enlighten us with their timeless wisdom, placed great importance on the virtues of compassion and empathy. They believed in the interconnectedness of all humans and taught that kindness and understanding towards others are essential aspects of living a virtuous life. Marcus Aurelius, for instance, reminded us that human beings are social creatures by nature, meant to live in harmony and cooperation with one another. He said, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee." This beautifully illustrates the idea that our well-being is intrinsically linked to the well-being of others. Seneca emphasized the importance of treating others with kindness and generosity. He argued that compassion is a natural human instinct, and that by helping others, we also help ourselves. In his writings, Seneca encourages us to extend our empathy even to those who have wronged us, understanding that they too are acting out of their own struggles and limitation. Epictetus taught that we should strive to understand others' perspectives, recognizing that everyone has their reasons for their action. This doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather approaching others with a mindset of empathy, seeking to understand their experiences and viewpoint. But how can we practice compassion and empathy in our daily lives? It starts with truly listening to the stories, experiences, and feelings of those around us. Imagine a friend sharing their struggles with you. By putting yourself in their shoes and imagining their struggles, joys, fears, and hopes, you bridge the gap between you, fostering a sense of connection and shared humanity. Another way to cultivate compassion and empathy is through small acts of kindness. Smile, kind word, a listening ear. These simple gestures can make a significant difference in someone's day. By being present and attentive, we signal that they matter and that their feelings and experiences are valid and important. Practicing compassion and empathy also means being there for others in times of need, offering support and understanding without judgment. It's about recognizing the value and dignity of every person, regardless of our difference. Aristotle spoke about the importance of friendship and the role of empathy in building strong, meaningful relationships. He believed that true friends not only share in each other's joys, but also in their sorrows, supporting each other with empathy and understanding. Modern psychology supports the Stoic emphasis on compassion and empathy, showing that these virtues not only enhance our relationships, but also our own emotional well-being. By caring for others, we foster a sense of belonging, purpose, and happiness in our own lives. Let's remind ourselves that behind every face is a story. Behind every action is a reason. By understanding and caring for each other, we make the world a kinder, gentler place. In doing so, we not only enrich the lives of those around us, but also find deeper fulfillment and joy in our own lives. Together, let's spread kindness like confetti, creating ripples of compassion, transform the world, one act of empathy at a time. Number 10. Reflecting and reviewing regularly. Taking a meaningful pause to reflect on our actions, thoughts, and the paths we've taken is essential for growth and alignment with our deepest values. In a world that constantly rushes forward, this practice serves as our anchor, ensuring we're not merely swept away by the current, but sailing in a direction that is true to us. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, placed immense value on the practice of reflection. Marcus Aurelius, in his personal writings known as Meditations, modeled this practice. Despite ruling an empire, he took the time to examine his life, decisions, and moral compass through writing. He believed this reflection was essential to living a life of virtue and purpose. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, he wrote, emphasizing that our internal dialogue shapes our external reality. Seneca recommended regular self-assessment as a way to foster self-improvement and wisdom. He likened life to a play, suggesting that we periodically review our roles and performances. Are we acting in harmony with the character we wish to embody? Are our actions reflective of the values we hold dear? Epictetus encouraged his students to end each day with a review of their actions and attitude. This wasn't about self-criticism, but about self-awareness and growth. He urged us to ask ourselves, what did I do well? What did I do wrong? What duties did I leave undone? Through such questions, we can steer our lives more consciously, making adjustments that bring us closer to our ideals. How can we incorporate this Stoic practice of reflection and review into our modern life? First, make it a habit. Dedicate a few minutes each day, perhaps before bedtime, to reflect on your day. Consider your victories, challenges, and how you responded to them. This practice can start as a mental exercise, but writing it down can enhance its benefits, providing a tangible record of your journey. Second, use reflection as a tool for gratitude. While reviewing your day, note the moments, no matter how small, that brought you joy or gratitude. This balances our natural tendency to focus on the negative and cultivates a more positive outlook on life. Third, approach this practice with kindness and compassion towards yourself. Reflection is not about berating yourself for mistakes, but about recognizing them as opportunities for learning and growth. Be as understanding and supportive to yourself as you would be to a dear friend. Aristotle spoke about the importance of living a reflective life. He believed that true wisdom comes from understanding ourselves, our actions, and our place in the world. This reflection is the essence of living an examined life, one that is in accordance with virtue and excellence. Modern psychology supports the benefits of regular reflection, showing improvements in mental health, clarity of purpose, and personal growth. Reflecting on our experiences helps us process emotions, learn from our actions, and make more informed decisions moving forward. Let's commit to this practice of reflecting and reviewing regularly. Let it be our guidepost, ensuring that we are not just passively experiencing life, but actively shaping it according to our values. By taking the time to look back, we gain the insight needed to move forward, more aligned, more aware, and more in tune with the essence of who we are and who we aspire to be. Cherish this journey of introspection, for it is in knowing ourselves that we find the path to true fulfillment and joy. As we embrace the practice of reflecting and reviewing regularly, let's remember that this journey of introspection is our path to true fulfillment and joy. By understanding ourselves better, we align our actions with our values and navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Thank you for joining us on this philosophical exploration. If you found value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365 and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences with reflection in the comments below. Together, let's continue to grow and make the world a kinder, wiser place. Until next time, stay reflective and stay true to your path.